Hello and welcome to the Beat the Bloat Masterclass. So, your band aid cycle for gut healing ends here. You're here probably because you're seeing others thriving, but you're still stuck with your gut issues. You know there's a solution, but you're not sure who to trust, what information is correct. So, in this email with the masterclass, you'll also receive a gut healing meal plan to get you started. I really encourage you to start there. Diet is very important, and we'll get to that shortly. Now, let me show you why you're stuck and, more importantly, what's actually causing it for you. So, you're here because you actually need a system, not scattered tips. You've probably tried probiotics, cutting foods, detoxes. You're still feeling bloated, potentially fatigued, and just super frustrated. It's not your willpower. You've been treating symptoms, not the root cause in a sequence. So you're probably quite exhausted, inflamed, reacting to lots of different foods, feeling like your body's just off, and you're definitely not imagining it. You're not dramatic and you're definitely not broken. Thousands of women feel exactly like you, and the missing piece isn't the willpower. The real enemy is this band-aid cycle we go on of scattered tips, endless Googling, and expensive supplements that are just treating a symptom, not your root cause. So who am I to teach you this? Well, I'm Danny. I'm a nurse and a naturopath, and I've helped over 300 women this year, and some men, heal their guts, balance their hormones, get clear skin, and love their body again. So I'm about to show you why every bloat solution you've tried has failed, and it's probably not for the reason you think. I've worked with people that have chronic bloating or are newly bloated, but in every situation, I've noticed a pattern that the doctors miss. By the end of the masterclass, you'll know exactly what the 4 root causes are that are destroying your gut health, and more importantly, what you can do about them. So, if you keep using old strategies, you're going to start doubting yourself. Why can't your body do what it needs to do? You're going to waste more money on random supplements because you're really desperate. And you're going to cut out more foods of your diet. And this leaves your body malnourished and fatigued. So you've probably tried everything: elimination diets, expensive supplements, doctor visits, and nothing really sticks. So the real frustration that I see, I've had this in my past and with my clients, is feeling like something is wrong with you or you're broken. But your body's not broken. Again, we've just been treating the symptoms, not the root cause. So most people treat bloating as a single problem. And maybe from what I've told you, you're thinking this is impossible, it won't work for me. But bloating is a symptom of one of the 4 root causes. And here's the thing: the solution for one root cause is different from another. That's why random diets don't work. That's why random supplements don't work, because you're not treating one or all of the root causes that you have. So let me show you the 4 root causes, and I'll teach you how to identify which issue is your main issue. So just so you know, what I'm teaching here is the real deal. My clients are getting insane results within the Beat the Bloat Blueprint. As you can see, they're meeting their goals, their gut's feeling great, they're losing weight, they've got energy, and their cycles are regular again. Energy's good, sleep is better, mood and brain fog are good, bloating is good, bowel movements are better. Another client on Tuesday got their period, had no pain, no clotting, easiest period, no bloating, and no cystic pimples. Someone else is starting putting on meditation for sleep and is falling asleep listening to it, feeling calm, energy stable throughout the day, no crashes, less anxious, not having their morning coffee until after breakfast. So again, the energy's lifting. Someone else has got no bloating, poos are regular, and the sups are giving them energy, and they're in module 5. And Alana down the bottom, no recent bloating and 0 gas. So this is the thing: you're here because you're bloated, but as you're going to learn today, that has a flow-on effect to other parts of your body. And when we start to address your root causes, your body starts to flow again, your symptoms resolve, and you start to feel amazing in your body again. So let me show you why you're stuck, and more importantly, what is actually causing it. There are 4 reasons why you're staying bloated, no matter what you try. Most conventional advice only addresses one of these, or worse, tries to fix them all at once. But here's your aha moment, right? You can't fix number 3 until you fix number 1. You can't fix number 4 until you've addressed number 2. Your gut needs healing in a specific non-negotiable order. So number 1, low stomach acid. Your food is sitting, fermenting, you're getting bloated. Number 2, dysbiosis. Too many bad bugs, not enough good ones. Number 3, leaky gut, inflammation. Your gut lining is compromised. Everything's a trigger. And when your gut lining is open, it's leaky, the rest of your body is going to feel that too. And then you've got stress starting off digestion. I think this is all of us in this modern world. Your body's in fight or flight, not in rest and digest. So let's dig into these a little bit deeper. Root cause one, low stomach acid. So when you don't have enough stomach acid, your food sits and ferments and it creates gas. Also, when you don't have enough stomach acid, it can't kill off the bacteria that we're eating. Our stomach is not sterile. The food we eat isn't sterile. It's our stomach acid's job to help us digest and help us remove bad bacteria. So low stomach acid, just sitting in there fermenting. Stomach acid also needs B12 and zinc. So if you've had gut issues for a while, you're going to be low in B12 and zinc. And then, of course, even lower stomach acid. So now you're in this like circular door that you can't get off. Low stomach acid, low zinc B12, more low stomach acid, more lower zinc B12. And it just keeps going. And stomach acid also shuts off when we're feeling quite stressed. So we'll move on to that shortly. But signs you have low stomach acid: bloating, constipation, diarrhea, reflux. 4 really common ones. What can you do about it? Well, first of all, you can start by mindful eating, getting out of fight or flight into rest and digest. We'll talk about stress more in a minute. You can use apple cider vinegar before meals to stimulate digestion. So a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar will get you'll feel you start to salivate and you're stimulating digestion. Also, avoid drinking water with meals because it actually dilutes your stomach acid. So these are helpful. But if low stomach acid is one of your causes, these won't solve it alone. You do need more of a comprehensive approach, but this is definitely a great place to start. And now you know if low stomach acid is an issue for you. Root cause two, dysbiosis. So what is this? It's an imbalance in gut bacteria. You'll hear people say microbiome, dysbiosis. Basically, our gut is made up of beautiful, good bacteria. Imagine it like a garden, the botanical gardens, lots of flowers. That's what you want. The more, the better. But when you've got bad bugs, you've got lots of weeds. We don't want any weeds, okay? So what happens is when bad bacteria outnumber the good bacteria, they ferment our fiber, our food. That's why you're probably reacting to FODMAP foods, healthy foods, and they're creating excessive gas and you're bloating. So you can be bloated. Our symptoms of dysbiosis: bloating, gas, smelly farts, smelly breath, inflammation, reacting to healthy foods. And some people have inflamed liver markers as well. If your doctor's told you have inflamed liver markers or fatty liver, then this can be why. So what can you do about it? Well, it's really important that you're reducing sugar and processed foods. These are going to be feeding the bad bacteria, causing more inflammation. And we want foods that grow good bacteria. So fermented foods, kimchi, sauerkrauts. We're going to have some kefir. Coconut yogurt's a good one too. Now, I do need to add a little caution in here. If your bacterial imbalance is too great, you've got way too much bad bacteria, you will react to fermented foods. And what you need to do is actually work with a professional to help you rebalance that gut microbiome. Now, that is what we do within the Beat the Bloat Blueprint, but start here. Start by removing those foods you shouldn't have, inflammatory foods, putting in those good foods that are going to help you grow good bacteria. You could consider a good probiotic as well, something with SB in it, Saccharomyces, right? It's a little bit of a hero probiotic. Now, again, it's not going to really fix everything, but if you're going to work on your stomach acid, put in some fermented foods, give yourself some SB. It will point you in the right direction and definitely get you started. So as I said, these are a really good start, but dysbiosis does require a strategic approach to rebuild your microbiome properly and keep it balanced long term. But now you know if dysbiosis is an issue for you. Number 3, inflammation. So chronic inflammation of the gut lining causes leaky gut. So it causes the gut to swell. It also damages the gut lining. It reduces digestive capacity. It causes body-wide inflammation, and it causes bloating too. So symptoms that you have it, aside from bloating, headaches and migraines are a big one. Food intolerances. So like breaking out in a rash or hives, hot when you're eating certain foods. Some people get a really runny nose, itchy eyes. Also raised liver markers. That feeling of body-wide inflammation. Maybe you're carrying more inflammation in your face as well. Some puffiness up there. What can you do? Like the dysbiosis, we need to eliminate inflammatory foods. Now, this leaky gut and inflammation really does come a lot of the time with a dysbiosis as well. But just inflammatory foods alone can cause leaky gut and inflammation without a dysbiosis. So, too much alcohol, sugar, processed foods, seed oils, take them out. You want to increase your anti inflammatory foods. So, your bone broths, omega 3s from fish, slow cooked foods are going to be beautiful in reducing that inflammation. Now, these are really important steps to start with. Inflammation can be complex. And again, like the other systems and the other causes, we do require that systematic approach. But these are a great place to start. Root cause 4, stress. Now, put your hand up if you deal with stress. Who doesn't in this world, right? We're busy, we're mums, we're women, we have jobs. Life is stressful. But when you're not managing your stress properly, it will impact your gut. So chronic stress and nervous system dysregulation are a major root cause of gut issues. Stress triggers the sympathetic nervous system. You're going into fight or flight, shutting down digestion, right? Your body thinks you're about to run from a tiger because you're so stressed. It doesn't care about digesting food. But we're just dealing with the kids or something at work, right? Our body doesn't know. So then, of course, digestion's slowed and you're just going to get bloated. Your food's just sitting there fermenting again. So, signs that stress is a root cause for you. You're skipping meals and you're still bloated. You're exhausted but wired at night. Tired but wired, we call it. And you're waking at 2 to 3 a.m. and you can't get back to sleep. Stress is definitely a root cause for you. So, where can you start? Practicing deep breathing before meals. If you can't deal with your stress all the time, deal with it around meals. 5 deep breaths in for 5, hold for 5, out for 5. Do that 5 times before you eat. Get yourself out of fight or flight into rest and digest. No phones, no TVs, no screens. Just you in a very peaceful environment, okay? That's going to help digestion happen. You need to reduce caffeine. Now, I know this is really hard when you're so tired, but within the blueprint, what we do is we reduce caffeine as we're replenishing your nutrients. So after we've done your bloods, we know what you're deficient in, whether it's iron, B12, etc. We're able to do those together because you can reduce caffeine, but if you're not supporting digestion and putting nutrients back in, you won't feel that boost of energy. But caffeine also spikes your cortisol and then gives you a big dip. So you're going to feel more tired a couple of hours later. So really important that we're going back to 1 coffee a day and don't have it on an empty stomach. Have it after breakfast. Implement daily stress management practices. So one that's really key is bedtime as well. So if you can do meals and bedtime first, that would be great. A good sleep is so important to reduce inflammation and heal your body. So I love the Insight Timer app. Go and download it on your phone. It's free and there's some amazing sleep meditations in there to relieve stress from the day and give you a restorative sleep. So stress management is crucial. Most people need to support and rewire their nervous system. And it's a multifaceted approach. So start with your meals and the end of the day, and that'll already give you a head start on healing. So here's what I've noticed. Most people have a combination of all 4 of these, and you're probably thinking, yep, all of those relate to me, or at least 2 or 3. So like Taylor and Beth below, they had a combination of all 4 causes. And the reason nothing worked is because they weren't addressing them all. And the reason that other things haven't worked for you is because you weren't sure of your root causes and you weren't addressing all of them together. So this is the difference between temporary relief and a permanent transformation. So in my work with my clients, when I've found that when we address all 4 together in the right order, bloating disappears, energy lifts, skin glows, and it all stays that way. You've truly transformed your health. So looking at this, I want you to just take a few minutes to identify, pause this if you need to, what are your issues? So you can see if it's stressed, you're skipping meals but still bloated, exhausted but wired at night, you're waking at 3 a.m. and can't get back to sleep. So if this is you, you've got to practice your mindfulness and deep breathing before meals, getting back into rest and digest. You're going to try to reduce your caffeine and re-nourish your body. Don't have your first coffee on an empty stomach. Have it after breakfast. And you're going to download the Insight Timer and start doing meditation at night before bed so that you can sleep and have a restorative sleep. If you've got low stomach acid, you're going to be bloated, suffering from potentially both constipation and diarrhea intermittently, or one or the other. You're probably going to have reflux. So again, you're going to do mindful eating. So this is where stress comes in again to support stomach acid. You need to get out of fight and flight into rest and digest. You can use a tablespoon of vinegar and have that before meals to stimulate digestion. And you're not going to drink any fluids or water with your meals because that will dilute your stomach acid. If it's inflammation or leaky gut, you've got headaches, migraines, food intolerances, raised liver markers, bloating, fatigue, you're going to take out inflammatory foods. Sugar, processed foods, seed oils. I mean, really everyone should do that, but even more so for these people, if you've got these symptoms. And you're going to add in your anti-inflammatory foods, bone broth, fish, slow cooked foods, your meats and veggies. They're really easy to digest. Do that for a couple of weeks and you're going to start seeing some differences. And if it's a dysbiosis, you're going to feel bloating, gas, smelly farts, smelly breath, inflammation, fatigue, liver inflammation on your blood tests potentially. And again, you're going to be reducing those processed sugary foods. We're going to stop feeding the bad bacteria. You're going to try to add in some good foods slowly, some kimchi, some sauerkraut, some kefir, some coconut yogurt, a little bit at a time each day so you can start to really regrow that good bacteria. But again, just with that cautious approach, if your dysbiosis is too far gone, you've got too many bad bacteria, you will really react to those foods at all. And it's time to reach out and see what we can do about that. So you can heal your gut. You can get your energy back. You can feel calm, light, and comfortable in your body again. You just need a system, not scattered tips. So here's what I know from working with hundreds of women. When you identify your root causes and you addressed it systematically and fully, your bloating will go and you will feel amazing in your body again. Here's Gemma. Gemma joined the Beat the Bloat Blueprint. She had inflammation in her gut lining. She had low stomach acid. When she did her blood, she identified she was low in sodium, B12, zinc, magnesium. Her liver markers were elevated. She also was reacting to most foods. She hadn't had any FODMAP foods for years. She was exhausted, loose stools, bloating, napping every day, and had lost all hope because her doctor kept telling her everything was normal. So what did we do? Well, what did she do? She replaced her nutrients that she was missing using the blood test and supplement guide in the blueprint. She completed all of the modules. She learned to heal her gut, rewire her nervous system, and eat to nourish her body. And as you can see here, after 4 months, she's feeling better than ever. She, no FODMAPs for 5 years, getting to the point where everything, including red meat, was giving her stomach pain. So now she has all the foods she wasn't able to eat. She's eating again, including onion, had not eaten them in 5 years. She hasn't napped since starting the plan. And her energy, she's been able to go to the gym 4 days a week, and she feels like she has her life back. This is absolutely possible for you too. So now here is the honest truth. Knowing your root cause is one thing, implementing the solution is another. So what do you need to know? Well, I have given you the outline of what foods need to go and what foods you need to include. You now need to know how to rebuild your microbiome, not just taking random supplements, how to reduce inflammation without guessing, and how to rewire your nervous system with specific practices. The right order to address your root causes. You need to learn how to track your progress, what to do if you plateau, and that's a lot to figure out on your own. So for people who want to go all in on their transformation, I have created a Beat the Bloat Blueprint. It's a complete system that walks through identifying your causes, implementing the specific solutions for your body, and tracking your progress. You've got meal plans, supplement protocols, nervous system practices. Everything you need to implement the Beat the Bloat Blueprint is there. It's designed for busy women who are ready to stop guessing and start getting real results. So if you want to explore whether it's the right path for you, you can absolutely check it out in the description. Please make sure you start by identifying your root causes. Implement the specific actions that I have shared with you today for your causes. You also have your free gut healing meal plan that I sent you with this masterclass, so please put that into use. Let's see what changes that you can make in the next 2 weeks. And if you need deeper support, you absolutely know where to find me. Thank you so much for watching.